Are you ready for the second part of the two-part video you didn't realize was a two-part video? So I did have it to be continued at the end of painting this little recap that I'm doing right now of this coffee can. A few of you guys realized, some of you guys didn't, and there is reasons why I did make it the way that I made it. So I was brushing up on my hand painting skills. It's been a while, so if you don't use it, you lose it. I was challenging myself and my own perfectionism, trying to get past it and just make something to have fun. And I knew that I was going to make this character. It was going to be the treat at the end of doing all that hand painting and kind of struggling a bit. So sculpting is always a bit more natural for me, and it flows out like a doodle for me. So I really do just kind of go somewhere else and just kind of make whatever comes out. This is one of those characters that I've loved since I was a kid. I love flowers, I love foliage, and I love little dog mouths. So this, to me, called for a little chihuahua mouth. I have chihuahuas, and they just have little rat mouths, and I do think of this plant a lot when I look at them. Time to just merge them together and see what happens. See what kind of little man-eating plant would come out of my hand. It is not exactly like this known character. It is my own little version of it. I wanted to play in these fun colors. I often crave these colors, those greens and kind of pinky tones, almost like watermelon colors. They really just make me smile and they're so fun to work with. I love getting in those fleshy bits too and just making like those thin leaves and stuff. I thought that was so much fun. I don't often make things that can go into my actual art studio itself. A lot of things I make are not my aesthetic, but they're fun to make. They're things that I enjoy. So this little guy is gonna go with the plants that I have on one of my desks and just hide in there. Yeah, not too often I actually make something truly for myself. I have to admit, I make a lot of licensed art that ends up just in a box and I can't do anything with it. I wanted to show you the size of this guy. I usually don't give a context for the size, so they seem a lot bigger than they are. This really is still a standard size Carmex jar, and I know we know what size that is, but when you see it next to a human, I think it makes more sense of how big it really is. This one is a bit bigger out of the things that I do make, but it's still quite tiny. I think it's so friggin' cute. That little tiny tongue, the taste buds. I love it. So it's gonna go pop onto that desk over there, and that's where it's gonna live now.